Number 4, never take money for dawah. Never take money for glorifying Allah. Never take money for teaching the book of Allah. My brothers and sisters, I personally consider it to be the haram of the haram. To take money to glorify Allah. To take money to speak about the greatness of Allah. To take money for dawah. Haram, haram, haram. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it haram. I didn't make it haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said this about His Anbiya in the Quran more than 14, 15 times. And for every one of them, He said, they don't ask you for reward. They don't ask you for reward. They say, our reward is not with you. We don't ask you for reward. Our reward is with Allah. Do not take money for dawah. It has become a norm today. Like we have them. That's why I said the model is the evangelical Christian preacher and the motivational speaker. And the norm is that, like motivational speakers, I'm a motivational speaker and I take money, I take reasonable good money for motivational speaking, not for dawah. And I'm not presenting myself as a model for you. I'm not a model for anybody. But I'm just telling you, because somebody will say, well, you know what, he's a motivational speaker. We've seen his face everywhere on motivational speaking. Yes, I take money for that. You also go take money for that. The model is that. In motivational speaking, we have a term called the speaker circuit. In modern dawah, exactly the same name, speaker circuit. How do you justify that as a sheikh, that you take money to go and speak about the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this conference or that conference? How do you justify this to yourself? How do you justify this to your Rabb? Find me one Nabi who did that. Find me one of the Aimma of Islam who did that. Find me one of the Salafus Salihin whose names we like to take, Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah and this one and that one. Find me one of them who took money to give a bayan. Find me one of them who took money to give a lecture about Islam. Find me one of them who took money to glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then how do you take it? What's your dalil? De-link personal income from dawah. No money. If you can't, my point is very simple. Allah sent you to take from Him and give to the people. Right? If you know how to do that, do that. If you don't know how to do that, go learn how to do that. But don't take the name of Allah and take from the people. That is not dawah. That is business. Differentiate the two. That is business. You run a dawah organization on a business model. What did I say? Design produces results. You run a dawah organization on a business model, you will make money. You will make humongous amounts of money and you will make a humongous fire in the Jahannam for yourself. Simple as that. Because the business model is designed to make profit. It is designed to take from the people, which is the opposite of what the Anbiya did. So my point is, you want to stand and do the work of the Anbiya, learn to do it the way the Anbiya did it. The Anbiya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent them to take from Him and give to the people. And Allah is their paymaster, Allah is their employer. My point is, if you don't know how to take from Allah, then don't stand here. Go and learn. Go and learn. Don't take from people. Do not take from people. Do not lower the waqar of the name of our Rabb. Do not lower the honor that is due to Allah Jalla wa Ala by begging people, by passing a hat in one name or another. Just because you call it fundraising, it is still passing a hat. Because that fund which you are raising it in the name of charity. You are raising it in the name of zakat. You are raising it in the name of this crying woman whose picture you showed, or this some crying child whose picture you showed, and so on and so forth. But you know and I know that your salary is coming out of the same money. You know and I know that the rent for your nice and very beautiful apartment comes from that money. You know and I know that that SUV which you are driving comes out of that money. You know and I know that the servants in your house come out of that money. You know and I know that your iPad and iPod and I this and I that is coming out of the money, and one day you will be I dead, and then what will you do? Right? Think about this. Think about this. Are you saying to the people at the time of fundraising, are you putting up a slide there, are you putting up a screen there saying, this is my salary, these are my perks, and so on and so forth, and therefore, and also obviously everyone else is also getting, so all of this is there. So money which you are giving, so much percentage of that is going to keep us in the style to which we have become accustomed. Rest of it will go to that crying woman whose photo I just showed you, and now are you willing to pay me? Be honest. Be honest. You want to do fundraising like that? No problem. If I am giving you money so that you can travel business class, I got no problem with that. But tell me that. Tell me that. Don't take the money in the name of the crying woman and spend it on an airline ticket. De-link your income. I'm not saying don't travel business class, travel first class, buy the whole plane. What do I care? Find an income for that. Find an income for that. De-link your income. Never take money for dawah.